Hi viewers, today let us quickly discuss something very important that you and I are supposed to have idea about. Have you wondered as a person whereby a couple will walk into a hospital for HIV test, and at the end of the day, the husband may be positive and then the wife may be negative?
Yes!
There is a reason why it happens, and it is very, very possible that yes, one can be positive, one can be negative to HIV, despite the fact that they are being exposed to each other. But before I go on to explain the reason behind why one can still be positive and one can still be negative, despite that they are being exposed to each other, if you are watching my video for the first time, try and follow it, because this place will break the medical teaching into an elementary way that even a primary 6 people can understand what we are talking about. Now, let's go straight to the business. While you do have a wife being negative to an HIV virus, while the husband is positive to HIV virus, there is a gene that someone shouldn't inherit, shouldn't get from his or her parents. But in this situation, the person inherits it from his or her father, which is called genetic mutation. Under this genetic mutation, it is called CCR5 beta 32. Let me repeat it again. CCR5 beta 32. It is a genetic mutation that someone inherits either from the father or from the mother, or even from both mother and the father, that is both parents. And in this situation, if you as a person inherits this genetic mutation, this beta 32, from your father and from your mother, it means that you are totally resistant to HIV virus. Because what it does is that HIV virus passes through what is called CCR5 into someone's CD4, into someone's cells to inhabit itself and destroy the immune system of the person, which is called the CD4, the commander-in-chief of your immune system. But in a situation whereby you have this abnormal gene that is called genetic mutation 6R5-32 beta 32, it means that you are completely covered. It is like a padlock that has locked you inside a room whereby no one will be able to enter inside that room. So when the HIV virus tries to get into your body through CCR5, because of this beta 32, this genetic mutation that you have inherited from your father or your mother, or even both beta 32, you become completely protected against this HIV virus. That is why you see sometimes when a wife and a husband go to a hospital to check for HIV, at the end of the test, one of them comes out negative and the other one comes out positive, despite the fact that they have been knowing or being exposed to each other. It is because perhaps that one of them might have inherited CCR5 dash beta 32. This genetic mutation that is not supposed to be inherited, which turns out to favor those people that have inherited it from their parents against HIV virus. Then we move to the second reasons. The second reasons why this HIV cannot be easily transmitted to the partner is that, one, if someone has been an HIV positive and his or her doctor places him on medication, antiretroviral drugs therapy, which is called ART. This antiretroviral therapy makes the person's CD4 T cells to be more active, compressing the HIV virus to a point whereby it becomes undetectable, which is called U is equals to U. This U equals to U simply means undetectable, untransmittable. So if someone has been on a medication of this antiviral drugs, the immune system will make that thing to goes down. Therefore, even if he or she gets exposed to someone vulnerable to this HIV virus, the virus will not be transmitted to that person due to the immune system that have grown bigger, that have become active, compressing the virus in that person's body. However, no be say e go dey waka waka just because of say you dey take virus, or maybe you don get this beta 32. Remember, if you have the complete 2 beta 32, that is CCR5 beta 32, both from your father and your mother, you are completely secured, you are completely protected. But if it is only 1 beta 32 that you inherited from your father or from your mother, the HIV can get there, but it will be very, very, very slow for you to get in contact with this HIV, for you to get infected with this HIV. If you learned something useful from this video, which is titled Serodiscordant Couple, then share, like, and drop your comments so that it will go more viral for other people to learn what is called serodiscordant couple. Together, we can elevate one another. Thank you very much. This is Health Show.